number 18 in Vivo IPL. It is a clash of two bottom place teams, Kolkata Knight Riders and Rajasthan Royals. Kolkata and Rajasthan are placed in the 7th and 8th positions respectively. Both the teams have only won one match in this edition so far. While they have come very close to winning but not managed to cross the finish line. Karthik Iyer, my expert from Fantasy Gully, joins me to give us the best fantasy picks from this game. Karthik, as you mentioned, it's a clash of the two bottom place teams, but still a lot of entertainment can be expected. We saw Kolkata's last match against Chennai. It was a box office finish, even though Kolkata lost.
Yeah, and why do we need to go that far? If we can focus on yesterday's match, we all felt that Mumbai would crush Punjab, but it turned out to be the other way around. So, because these two teams, Rajasthan and Kolkata, are more or less at the same position, we can expect lots of entertainment.
Right, and the entertainment would perhaps come from the all-rounders. There's a long list of all-rounders.
Yes, and the reason for that is both teams have struggled with the bat and more or less with the ball as well. They have not been that consistent. But look at the names in the all-rounders list. You have Andre Russell, you have Chris Morris, you have Rahul Tewatia, and now with Sunil Narayan also coming in the mix, you have a lot of options to choose from.
What about Pat Cummins? You have left out Pat Cummins from this mix.
Yes, that's because Pat Cummins, we're not sure how much batting time he'll get at the crease. He'll definitely give you points with the ball. But when we talk about all-rounders, we look at the time they spent in the middle with the bat and also the overs that they bowl with the ball, which is why Pat Cummins, you can take him, but take him as a bowler.
Okay, but you, on the contrary, you expect Narine to spend considerable amount of time with the bat also in the field.
Yes. Why? Because Kolkata's openers now are not being that consistent. They started this tournament well, but now they seem to have gone down. This match is at the Wankhede, which supports true bounce. So why not? Kolkata could try Sunil Narayan open along with Nitish Rana or Shubman Gill, whichever they feel like. And at that time, Narayan can also give you points with the bat. He'll definitely give you points with the ball. He rarely goes wicketless. So hence that tinge towards Narayan.
Okay, so that's the catch there. Kolkata has to then shuffle their batting order, not open with Gill and Rana, perhaps get one of them out to get Narine in. Well, talking about the wicket keepers, lots of wicket keepers in this clash. Who are the best ones to pick in the team?
In terms of pure fantasy points, well, you would go in with Sanju Samson because he scored that century and he's got loads of points. But that is skewed because of that one big knock. After that, he has just failed to deliver, a flatter to deceive. I would suggest go with Josh Butler because as compared to Samson and Dinesh Karthik, these are the wicket-keeping options. Josh Butler has been more or less consistent. Hence, he can give you points and do select him in your team.
Karthik, also, when we talk about this match, there are, everyone's talking about bowlers, lots of exciting bowlers in this match as well. So which are the bowlers that you would like to pick in your fantasy team? This is being played in Wankhede. It's going to be a fast pitch. So we'll expect a few, fast bowlers to come in on either side.
Sure. But because, here is where I would like to stress on the combination that we are going in with. Because we are selecting 4 all-rounders, we are forced to select with 1 keeper, 3 batsmen and 3 bowlers. And in your 3 bowlers, obviously you will select the best. So you have got your Chetan Sakaria and your Pat Cummins for sure. Now your 3rd bowler, it depends on who is actually bowling first. Because if you look at the track record at Wankhede in this tournament, majority of the wickets in the first innings have come in the death overs, that is from 16 to 20. Whereas the second innings, majority of the wickets have come at the top in the power play. So say for instance, Kolkata bowls first. Now here a 3rd bowler can be Varun Chakravarti because he bowls in the power play. But if Kolkata are bowling second, then definitely you would have Dew. Then instead of Chakravarti, you can probably have say Prasidh Krishna, who can do well at the death and also in the power play.
So give me the final 11 fantasy pick for this game.
So because I can select only 1 keeper, I'll go with Josh Butler for sure. In terms of batsmen, now I know that Josh Butler plays as a pure batsman for Rajasthan, but in fantasy, he's selected as a keeper, so you go with him. Three batsmen you've got, so that's Rian Parag, you can have someone with a very high X factor, Nitish Rana and Owen Morgan. In your all-rounders, you've got a plethora of ones, Chris Morris, Andre Russell, Rahul Tewatia, and Sunil Narine. And the three bowlers, well, Sakaria and Cummins for sure, and the third bowler can decide after the toss.
Karthik, let me ask you about these two teams. They're excellent sides, but what is it that is not helping them to get over that finish line? Where is it that they are lagging?
Well, if I go towards Rajasthan, it's experience, purely experience. First, Jofra Archer ruled out for the first 4 games. Then you have Ben Stokes going back. Now you get the news that even Jofra Archer is gone.
And they have only 5 foreigners left now.
Precisely. They have the news is coming in that they have roped in Rassie van der Dussen. But by the time he completes his quarantine and everything, it's going to be already May 1st week. So lack of experience, plenty of Indian talent, but they have not quite shown at the highest level. That is Rajasthan's problem. In terms of Kolkata, I mean, they have got the big names, but for some reason, those big names are not performing. So it's, as far as Kolkata is concerned, it's just about believing in oneself and getting those big names to perform.
Also, it's perhaps winning a few matches and getting the winning momentum going. Once they win a couple of matches, when they'll perhaps have the confidence of winning more and thereby pushing themselves up on the league table. Thank you very much. Yes, yes, Karthik.
Look at Bangalore. Bangalore, I mean, winning 4 on the trot. Look at the momentum that they have got.
Right. Well, thank you very much, Karthik, for joining us to give us the fantasy outlook for this game. If you want to make your fantasy team, you can go to fantasygully.com or ndtv.com just after the toss.